There's two things that I recently downloaded from the Play Store. One was Solo Learn to learn different basics to programming, and one was this screen recorder so that I can record tutorials right on my cell phone. So if you go to your Play Store, this is what Solo Learn looks like. If you type in the search bar programming, down here you see this colorful wheel image. It says Solo Learn, learn to code for free. And if you open it, you have a variety of classes that you can learn. I've got, for my course list, I've got CSS, JavaScript, HTML, C#, jQuery, PHP, SQL, Ruby, Python, C++, Java, and Swift. And you can see that I've done CSS, JavaScript, HTML, some jQuery, and some C#, but all these down here I've still yet to go over. The nice thing about this also is the three dots over here to the right. If you hit them, you have the ability to make these courses available offline, so you don't have to be on the internet to do them. So I thought that was pretty nice too. But you have to make available offline for each individual course that you want to make available offline. You can't click one and then they'll all be. HTML is probably the first coding that you'd like to get into because you can test it right on your browser and you don't need any special software other than Notepad or maybe Notepad++. If you open up one of your courses, like this is HTML Fundamentals, you click on your first little icon, you got squares here that just give you a little bit of information and a little bit of questions just to reinforce the material. You got this one little screen here that says welcome to HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Unlike a scripting or programming language that uses scripts to perform functions, a markup language uses tags to identify content. Here's an example of an HTML tag. You have an opening P tag, the words I am a paragraph, and a closing P tag. This course is a combination of interactive quizzes and exercises to facilitate speed and quality of learning. Tap Continue button to go to your first quiz. What does a markup language use to identify content? It uses tags, and then you check yourself. And you get this little dingy with a little correct symbol if you're right. Continue. And it gives you a little bit more information. You read the information, you click continue, and then it gives you a little something to do. Here it wants you to rearrange the code to surround the text I am learning HTML on Solo Learn with opening and closing P tags. The opening P tag is just a P surrounded by a less than symbol and a greater than symbol. Then you've got I am learning HTML on Solo Learn, and a closing P tag is just a P tag with a / inside. Check it, and you're correct. Continue. Then you click the next square, Basic HTML Structure. You read a little bit about it, continue, and then it asks you to do something. Fill in the blank to create an opening HTML tag. They already have their less than and greater than symbols there, so you just type in HTML. Oh, not JTML. HTML. Check. Correct. Then it talks about the head tag. You read it, you continue, and then it asks you to do something else. Here it's telling you to drag and drop. So there's already the symbols for a tag, so you just put the proper word inside. In this case, it's going to be an HTML because the HTML tags nest everything. Then you have an opening and closing head tags. Then you just find the head and you drag it and put it in here in our closing head. So you have an opening HTML tag, an opening head tag, closing HTML tag. Check it. Correct. Okay, now it tells you about the body tag. After you read that, you continue and it wants you to do a little more. So it builds on everything you learn. It gives you a little extra and it builds on it. So here we want to rearrange the code to create a basic HTML document structure. So you got to start off with your opening HTML tag. Then you have your opening and closing head tag. You still have to have your opening body tag first, and then your closing body tag, and then your closing HTML. Now, just to show you what it looks like when you're wrong, I'm going to mess it up and hit check. See? It gives you an awful noise and a wrong, and then it asks you if you need help. So if you need help, you can go here for community comments if you want. I didn't really want to do that, but I guess I could show you how it works. And here you can type stuff in here and ask the group. So that's kind of nice. You have like moral support with other people that are doing this. But I'm going to back out of this. You can try again. And let's say we still want to be wrong. We're just still wrong. So we're going to check it. We're wrong again. What you can do is you can go up here to unlock. Well, let's go back. Continue. Got the wrong stuff here. Check it. It's wrong. Oh, it's going back and forth. Well, I could have swore you could hit this unlock. Okay. You hit this unlock up here, and it says use 5 XP of your 242 XP to unlock the correct answer. So as you go through the course, you build XP, and it's kind of funny because it's like the golf game that we're playing. The further you get into playing the game, the more XP you get, and the more XP you get, the more things that you can buy when you're playing golf. Here, you build up XP and it lets you cheat. So you can use 5 XP to unlock the answer, click OK, and it does the correct answer for you and corrects it while they're at it. Then you continue. So there's different ways to, if you can't figure out the answer by yourself, which I'm sure you're going to be able to because this is really simple, but if you can't, you can use that unlock feature. Okay, continue. Creating your first HTML page. It talks about HTML files being text files, so you can use Notepad. The only thing is, Notepad will save your code as a .txt extension. You want to save your page as whatever you want to name the page, but change that from .txt, rename it. Instead of it being .txt, you need to have it .html or .htm. So click continue. What type of editor is used to edit HTML code? And I just told you it was a text editor. Check. You're right. Continue. And this just tells you what I just did. Don't forget to save the file as whatever the name you give it, .html, not .txt, or the browser won't open it as a web page. What is the correct extension for HTML files? .html. Check. Correct. Then it talks about the title tag. Read about the title tag. It wants to know where should you put the title tag. The title tag goes between the head tags. And I'm just breezing through this. Let's see, did I do creating your first? I did. Okay, so now this is all, I clicked the wrong thing. Text editor, this is all repeat. Continue. Extension. Title tag, continue. Where should put the title tag between the head tags. Creating a blog. And you'll occasionally get these pop-ups that you can just discard or you can answer if you feel like it. Creating a blog. Throughout this course, we'll help you practice and create your own unique blog project so you'll retain what you've learned and be able to put it to use. So just keep going and follow the instructions in the task section. This is what your finished blog page will look like. So you go to this Try It Yourself, and with this black background, it shows you all the code with all these different web page elements and what they look like. And I'm not going to go through all this code because if you download this app, you can look at it at your leisure. But when you're playing in the code playground here, you go down here at the bottom right where it says run and there's a green triangle, and that will show you what the web page will look like. And you can see there's this little Alex Simpson where a little face should be and a nice little image for this background header. About me as a header, it's stylized with dashes. Then there's a paragraph. Hey, I'm Alex. Alex is in bold. Solo Learn is in bold. And problem solving skills is in italic. The tags help you make that look like that. And CSS makes the About Me blue with the dashed border. We're not talking about CSS yet though. Down here, we've got a section that's called My Coding Schedule. You got a table here with table rows, table headers, and table data cells. You got My Skills section here that's got an unordered list, and you've got a list item for HTML, a list item for JavaScript, a list item for Python, and then you've got a progress bar under each of them to give a visual representation of how far this particular person is in their study of HTML, their study of JavaScript, their study of Python. There's another section that says My Media, and it uses an iframe to open up a YouTube video. So I can click this, and you see the video plays. I'm going to pause it, but this is actually a video that is promoting the Solo Learn app, and so that's a nice little thing. Then down here we have a Contact Me section that shows us a form with a input for name, an input for email, and an input for the message, which is a text area, and a send button. And then finally for the blog we have this Follow Me section where you've got 3 image links, 3 different image links, and at the very, very bottom you have a copyright 2017 my blog, all rights reserved. So this is what it looks like when it's run. This is all the code that makes it happen. And if I back out of this, you can go back to the lesson, and this task says open the code that I just showed you, the black background. It says open the top header and change the name to your own, change the page title. So let's do that. Oops, let me back up, I went too far. Let me go back to my chart, try it yourself. Up here at the title it says My Blog. Let me take that and change it to Lisa's blog. Lisa's blog. Then I'm going to go down here to the name in the paragraph here, and instead of Alex Simpson, I'm going to back out of that. And in the opening and closing paragraph tag now I'm going to say my name. And what else? Hey, I'm Alex. See the opening strong tag, the word Alex, and then the ending strong tag? That's what bolds this. I'm going to change that to Hey, I'm Lisa. And I don't think I want to change anything else right now. Well, let's see, I guess I could. My coding schedule, I'll change to Lisa's coding schedule. And I forgot the A. Here's our tables, table headers, our table data cells. Let's get out of that. And let me not change anything else. Let me just hit run. See, you can see my name there instead of that Alex guy. And then down here, hey, I'm Lisa. And then down here, Lisa's coding schedule. So basically by using this code playground, you can manipulate the code inside and make changes and run it and see how your changes look. So that's pretty cool. And then you could save your code if you want to. You could make it public so that the other people that work around in this app can see it. Or you can hit don't save and that pop-up will go away. Continue. Fill in the blanks to add a title of the HTML page. Well, you got opening HTML tag, opening head tag, and your opening and closing title tag in order to create a title. So there's the opening title. To make the closing title, you have your less than symbol, your forward slash, the word title, and then the greater than symbol. Check that, it's right. Alright, and let's go to the Module 1 quiz. What is HTML? It is a markup language. Of which main parts does the HTML file consist of? It's got a head and a body. Which tag contains the visual part of the web page? The body does. The body tag, opening and closing body tag. fill in the blanks. Opening HTML, opening head, closing head, opening body. This is a line of text. Closing body, closing HTML. Okay, so we've done the overview of HTML, and then the next spot is HTML basics, and you can see it goes over paragraphs, text formatting, headlines, lines, headings, lines, comments, blog project, elements, attributes, images, links, lists, blog project, my skills, tables, blog project, my schedule, inline and block elements, forms, blog project, contact form, HTML colors, frames, blog project, putting it all together, a module 2 quiz. After that, we've got challenges. Challenge 1, 9 questions. It asks you questions about the stuff that you've learned that I just read over. I didn't go through the lessons, but I just went over the subtitles. Then you have an HTML5 section, which gives you a bunch of information about HTML5. And it goes over a lot of nice stuff. Let's read those. Subtitles: introduction, content models, HTML page structure, head, nav, and footer, article, section, and aside, the audio element, the video element, the progress element, web storage API, geolocation API, drag and drop, SVG, SVG animations and paths, canvas, SVG versus canvas, canvas transformations, HTML5 forms, part 1 and part 2, another module quiz to keep you, to remember the stuff that you learned. Back out of that, HTML5, I read all of that. Then you get a certificate. You get a nice little certificate that you could use to show that you've actually done this little mini series of learning. So that wraps up my introduction of this solo learn. And again, this is what the icon looks like. Play Store is where you get it. This is what it looks like. And again, in order to do this screen recording that I've just done, I went to Play Store, typed in screen recorder, and I chose DU Recorder, this one right here. DU Recorder, screen recorder, and video editor. And that's very simple to figure out as well. So you open it, gives you a little video on how to use the recorder, and that's about it. But I highly recommend the solo learn, just to get the basics of certain programming languages down pat. Get your foot in the door, get your feet wet.